Greetings, Leo, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for being here and for tuning into this reading. Let us see what important messages you may need to know at this time. This is intended for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Leo. If the messages here do not resonate, please also check our other placements, okay? Thank you, and let's begin. What does Leo need to know and need to be aware of? Spirit angels, we ask for insights and guidance for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do they need to know and need to be aware of at this time? Alright, starting this reading with the Temperance, the Son of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. So there's a challenge being presented here. I see the Seven of Wands as us feeling personally attacked or our back is against the wall. This could also be that someone is questioning your authority, questioning your decisions, Leo. Now the Temperance is a gentle reminder to be patient, to practice moderation as well. Do not do anything extreme at this time. Eventually you will succeed, okay? You have what it takes to come on top. This could be some kind of competition, you know, somebody is challenging you. You need to stand your ground and stand strong in your own conviction. Do not be intimidated, says the Seven of Wands. Keep things in balance with the Two of Pentacles. The Temperance is saying that this too shall pass, okay? Nothing in particular you need to do. Do not let this consume or take over other areas of your life. This could be also realizing your real priorities at this time. Let's see. Six of Cups energy. The Ten of Cups. The Judgment. And also the Nine of Wands. So something here is starting to annoy you, Leo. Might be a group of people, but I'm also getting a very specific person in your life. It is triggering some things of the past as well. For some of you, you may feel as though this is familiar pattern, familiar attitude from someone, familiar treatment as well. The Judgment card, there's something that you want to get off your chest. Could be time to finally speak out with the Seven of Wands. Feels like some of you here, there are things that you've been bearing, things that you have been suppressing, and something has got to give, okay? Now, the cards are not counseling you to do something out of force. Again, there is a way to express how you feel in a manner that does not have to lead to some kind of drama. People will look up to you for how you are going to handle the situation. I also see the Temperance as being sort of diplomatic, where you get to put your shoes in the other person's shoes and understand where they're coming from. Not really seeing this as just a personal attack, Leo, but just rather a challenge. I feel like by speaking out and saying what's on your mind is going to really shift the situation around to your favor. Might be that with the Nine of Wands, this is a little bit of a long overdue situation, okay? But 9 is almost to the 10, so I feel like this is about to come to an end. The Judgment is the power of call. Spirit has been telling you it's time to take action, time to release the old, okay? But also the cards are counseling you to practice forgiveness. Might be that there's someone you need to forgive. They've hurt you in the past, or something is still being triggered because a past memory hasn't been processed, okay? There was something in the past that you may have just ignored. This could be family or family member. They've done something to you in the past that you thought you were over, Leo, but then you realize you just suppressed this because they are starting to get to you and annoy you. I feel like some of you didn't really confront this person in the past because you didn't really want to start any sort of conflict or argument. But then the Judgment here is kind of like catharsis. Something needs to be purged out of your system, right? Because if you continue to ignore this or suppress this, You might enter a period of stagnation, or this could also be harbored heavy feelings. And it is time to really come out to the open with the Judgment card. I see the dove here in the light, so bring things towards the light. This has been such a heavy burden for you. Something has been dragging you down, and you don't really need this stress weighing heavy on you any further. Yes, the Ten of Swords energy. So there's a feeling here of being defeated. It might just be, Leo, that this person has done you something in the past that you haven't still began to heal. All right? I keep getting father or father figure, family member. Might be that this person is coming in with some kind of apology for hurting you in the past. All right, bringing things back up in the surface. So this is a very emotionally charged period, Leo. Just a heads up, you might surprise yourself as well, bringing some things of the past to the surface, to someone's attention, in order to call them out perhaps. Could also be that someone needs to face the consequences of their actions. There's a lot of negative feelings being harbored here. On a different message, Leo, it might also be someone coming back into your life who regrets what they've done in the past, who could be asking for a second chance to redeem themselves with the Judgment card. And you may have already blocked this person out with the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands, like you don't want to deal with them, but at the back of your mind, it bothers you. Remember that forgiveness doesn't mean you are saying okay with what that person has done. It is simply allowing yourself to be free and liberated so you can find happiness once again and start in a clean slate, okay? It is only by examining what we have suppressed and bring this towards the light can we purge this out of our system. Because this hurt, this pain might continue to affect your present life, okay, or in the future. Some of you may not be even aware why you're easily being triggered. But I do feel like this person wants to redeem themselves. It could be in the past they were not very present and there were things that they've done, but they're coming back around. It's your decision to make at the end of the day. Why is the Temperance here? Clarify the Temperance. We have the Ace of Cups. So again, let your heart be open for healing, Leo. Healing helps break karmic cycles. You might not be aware you're carrying some kind of baggage that can affect your present relationship, whether platonic, romantic, or otherwise. Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles here, to me, is all about attention to detail. Perhaps in the past, if you were rushing your healing process, you thought you were okay with something as long as you kept moving, but never really sat down and absorbed things, Leo, examine things and study things. Sometimes that's the Knight of Wands. Also, the Knight of Wands, on the surface, you may feel like you're doing okay, but you're really sensitive deep down, not forgetting harsh words easily, and can't let go of negative attachment. And this is a time given for you, okay? Son of Cups. I see this as purification process. You are allowing yourself to be a clean slate, practicing forgiveness, letting go of any harbored feelings. Someone is also apologizing here, Leo. Feeling guilty for what they said and they've done in the past. Somebody could also be regretting the decisions that they made. Hurting you, hurt this person too. Okay. Mother of Pentacles. So it's a very serious decision that you need to make. Some of you are trying to really examine if this person is serious. if they're aware of their actions at all, of their, or if they are sincere with this apology, if they are sincere with redeeming themselves and making change. I do feel like they're learning the lesson now, Leo, with the Ten of Swords. Because I feel like someone may have been ostracized or isolated. You kept your distance from this person. Why is the Six of Cups energy here? The World card. This is entering a period of resolution. Chapter is coming to an end. It's the beginning of a new one, a clean slate. The Magician. So some of you are saying you're willing to see if this person is sincere. It's all depending on their action, because at this point you might not be believing in their words anymore, Leo. Action speaks louder. Because somebody here knows that they have what it takes to change or make changes. Daughter of Wands and the Two of Cups. So this is the forgiveness part. That's also self-love, Leo. Allowing your heart to be open. I see someone really wanting a second chance, okay? They might have been in a distance from you in the past, but they never really stopped keeping tabs on you. Daughter of Swords. For some of you, it might have also been like some kind of an absent parent. I don't know to whoever this resonates, but they're coming back in your life. And it's like you are doubting this person's real intentions. I feel like you've been deeply hurt in the past here with Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups. Feeling betrayed, feeling abandoned. So it's like, can I trust this person to be really present in my life and willing to be part of my life? This is whether you're willing to take that risk, Leo. This could be the beginning. Their efforts to reach out. This could be the beginning of redeeming themselves. Anger. Use your anger in a creative and positive way that allows you to maintain your dignity while producing a far more satisfying outcome. So again, this is being diplomatic, exercising compassion, understanding on a soul level, not letting our anger or the ego get the best of us as well. Illusion. Hidden behind all the smoke and mirrors is the truth. Have patience and wait for the smoke to dissipate. What is left before you will be the truth. So I feel like you don't completely trust this person yet, but you're waiting and you're being patient because the truth will always reveal itself. If this person is sincere, if the offer is real, because you've had experience in the past with this person, Ten of Swords, even traumatic experience with them in the past. Deception. Deception can have a long-term effect on a person's soul. However, we need to be more careful about those we place our trust in. Not everyone deserves this respect. And at the bottom of the deck is irritation. There comes a time when standing up and being counted may not necessarily resolve the issue, but it sure feels good when you're finally heard. So that is the Seven of Swords. I do feel like this person, because they're coming in your life, this is really triggering something in you, Leo. This is a time to stand up, and perhaps there are things that are left unsaid. There are things that you suppressed, you held yourself back. You can find a way to communicate all of this, not in anger, but in such a way that you let this person know how you feel, the things that you've kept, okay, hidden and suppressed. This person really deceived you in the past. But I'm also getting that you're in a much better mind space and heart space now to understand what happened with the Temperance. There's emotional maturity here, but not necessarily mean that you completely trust this person at this time. What is your advice for Leo? Spirit, what is your advice for Leo at this time? Love, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You are love. It is your inherent vibration. The obstacles and challenges of the physical dimension attempt to trick you into thinking that there are other ways to view life. But there's only one way that is natural to your being: love. This card simply reminds you that your soul is made of God's pure divine vibrational force of love, and that you need to bring this awareness to bear on every aspect of your life and being. Love is a healing energy. All anxiety and drama cannot exist in the aura of love. Most souls have come back upon this earth to learn, accept, and utilize this harmonic force and to see its effect upon their lives. It is your time to remind others of the strength of their own power of God and assist them in knowing fully that love is the most powerful element in the universe. It builds, fortifies, and strengthens even the most lost person. When we live in the power of love, then only then will we know the truth. True love is the spiritual link between us and God. It will guide our footsteps through the conflicts of the material world and will cleanse our hearts of unwanted facets of the human personality. So forgiveness is cleansing and love is healing. That is the theme of your reading at this time, Leo. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Take only what resonates for you and leave out what doesn't. I'm sending you love and light, and namaste.